Russian President Vladimir Putin signaled optimism this week that Moscow and Washington can reach a long-term nuclear arms control agreement as he prepared senior ministers and security officials for a high-stakes summit in Anchorage, Alaska. Putin praised U.S. President Donald Trump as sincere and described the talks as an opportunity to forge lasting conditions for peace and strategic stability between the two powers. The comments come as both leaders travel to Alaska seeking to revive dialogue on arms control after years of strained relations. Analysts say a successful outcome could reset U.S.-Russian ties, but many observers warn the path will be difficult, with hard limits on what either side can accept. Reporting on the build-up to the meeting has noted that several scenarios remain possible, from a breakthrough on a new framework for limiting strategic weapons to an impasse that leaves current tensions in place. The summit also takes place against the larger backdrop of the war in Ukraine, with European capitals and Kyiv watching closely for any signs that the United States might negotiate terms without Ukraine at the table. For now, both sides say they are prepared to talk, and negotiators in Anchorage will face the immediate task of translating public optimism into concrete compromises on verification, timelines, and force posture. The Alaska summit is being watched closely by Ukraine and its European partners, who fear decisions taken without Kyiv could reshape the map of security in Europe. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky warned that President Putin could benefit from the meeting and urged allies to ensure Ukraine's interests are central to any agreement. Western leaders have made clear that any lasting peace must respect Ukraine's sovereignty, but the prospect of a bilateral deal between Washington and Moscow has raised concern in Kyiv. In addition to nuclear arms control, negotiators will confront questions about ceasefires, sanctions relief, and potential security guarantees. Some U.S. officials emphasize that the United States is not negotiating for Ukraine, while also suggesting there could be follow-up talks that include Kyiv if an initial understanding is reached. European leaders have publicly praised U.S. proposals for a reassurance force that could help stabilize any ceasefire, but they stress that any arrangement must be durable and just. The coming hours in Anchorage may determine whether the summit is a stepping stone to a broader settlement, or simply a high-profile photo op that leaves the core disputes unresolved.